Right then, you know that friendly wave from the elderly woman across the street? The one who always seems to be sweeping her doorstep at the exact moment you step outside. That is not friendliness, it is a shift change. Welcome to the Isaan village, where your morning coffee routine is more documented than a royal wedding, and the only thing that travels faster than the heat is the gossip about your laundry habits. I have been living in Thailand for many years now, and I have come to a rather disturbing conclusion. My neighbours know more about my daily life than I do, and they have a WhatsApp group to prove it. If you think you're blending in with your sarong and broken tie, let me tell you something, old chap. You are not becoming invisible. You are becoming a bigger target. In the West, we say, mind your own business. In Thailand, they say, keep your windows open so we can see what you are having for dinner. Besides, I am not joking. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you genuinely believed you were alone in your own home? I mean truly, blissfully, unobserved. If you are currently residing in a Thai village, particularly here in the sticky rice heartland of Isaan, the answer is almost certainly never. What's more, the sooner you accept that, the better. Now, let me paint you a picture. I arrived here over a decade ago, full of romantic notions about quiet village life, friendly smiles, and the simple pleasures of rural Thailand. I would read all those expat blogs, you see, the ones that go on about integrating with the community and earning local respect. What absolute codswallop! The truth is far more entertaining and considerably more unnerving. You see, what newcomers fail to understand is that the Thai village operates on a system of surveillance that would make MI5 green with envy. The difference is our intelligence services have to follow protocol. The local auntie network has no such constraints. Let me start with the man at the centre of this web, the Phuyai Ban, or village headman. Now, if you have met him, you probably thought he was just a friendly chap who organises the occasional temple fair and settles the odd dispute about wandering chickens. Oh, you poor, naive thing. In reality, the Phuyai Ban serves as a central hub for neighbourhood data collection. He is the CEO of the Village Intelligence Network, and his analysts are the aunties who sit outside their shops from dawn until dusk, conducting surveillance operations disguised as selling grilled bananas. Here is how it works. Every morning, like clockwork, you will emerge from your house. Perhaps you are stretching, maybe scratching your belly in that way we all do when we think no one is watching. Well, I can assure you, someone is watching. The lady 3 doors down, who is perpetually sweeping the driveway, has already noted the time, your state of dress, and whether you appeared well rested or hungover. By mid-morning, this information has been transmitted via a network that makes the internet look like carrier pigeons. The fresh market is the primary communications hub where vegetable vendors double as intelligence officers, sharing updates between transactions of basil and chilies. What about the farang? They will ask. Did anyone check his rubbish bins this week? Besides, here is where it gets really interesting. The rubbish bins? I am not joking, your trash is a treasure trove of intelligence. Did you buy too many bottles of Leo? The aunties will note that. Did you throw away something unusual? A medical package, a box that might suggest you have acquired a new electronic device without proper registration? My personal favourite is the banana leaf incident of 2019. I had the audacity to dispose of a few banana leaves that were not properly folded. Within hours, the entire village was discussing whether I was being disrespectful to local customs or simply demonstrating my continued incompetence as a human being. Now, you might be wondering, why do they care? What is in it for them? Well, here is the uncomfortable answer. The Eyes and Ears program is not just informal gossip. It is a genuine incentivized system where reporting irregularities can boost one's community standing. The more valuable intelligence you provide, the more influential you become. It is essentially a social credit system run entirely on sticky rice and judgment. Besides, the thing is, they genuinely believe they are helping you. The Thai cultural framework does not distinguish between watching over and watching. They are the same word, the same concept. When a Thai neighbour monitors your movements, they are not being nosy. Well, okay, they are being nosy, but they genuinely see it as looking after you. Here is where the cultural collision gets truly fascinating. In the West, we have developed this peculiar concept called privacy. We build high fences, install security cameras, and draw curtains with the fear of someone hiding state secrets. It is our castle, and we want to be alone in it. In Thailand, that is absolutely mental behaviour. I have learned this lesson the hard way when I built a rather splendid fence around my property. I thought I was being clever, keeping out wandering soy dogs, creating my own little sanctuary. Well, what I had actually done was construct a massive signal that read, "Suspicious foreigner activity here." The aunties were absolutely besides themselves. Why would a man build such a tall fence unless he was doing something that required hiding? Was he growing something illegal, running an underground gambling den, perhaps harbouring a Burmese mistress? I tried explaining it was for peace and quiet. This was met with blank stares. In the Thai village, peace is achieved through transparency, not isolation. If you want to be left alone, you must first be completely visible. It is a paradox that makes my brain hurt. Besides, the curtains do not even get me started on the curtains. I once kept my bedroom curtains closed during the day because the afternoon sun was brutal. Within 3 days, no fewer than 5 neighbours had visited me, asking if I was ill, depressed, or perhaps having woman problems. There is no concept of, "I just want to nap in the dark." That does not compute. In a culture where houses are built with open spaces and activities take place in full view of everyone, closed curtains are not a quest for peace. They are a cry for help, or worse, a sign of deviance. The psychological shift here is profound. We Westerners arrive thinking we can maintain our private spaces. However, the moment you demonstrate a desire for privacy, you have put a target on your back. You have become an outier, and in a community that prizes conformity, outiers are investigated. Now, if you think this surveillance was quaint and analogue in the old days, let me tell you about the digital revolution. The local line groups have replaced physical meetings for expat tracking. Instead of gathering at the market, the aunties now have their own dedicated channels where they share updates in real time. I'm not being paranoid. I've seen the screenshots. One afternoon, I decided to visit the new coffee shop in the next town. I did not tell anyone. I just went. By the time I returned, 2 hours later, the entire village had already discussed my absence. A poster circulated. Farang not home, no motorbike. Where is he? Did he leave without paying someone? The fact that I'd simply gone for a latte and a slice of mediocre cake was irrelevant. The fact that I had gone without announcing it was the scandal. Besides, here is a killer. AI integrated translation tools have made this surveillance international. The aunties do not speak English, but they do not need to. They can screenshot my Facebook posts, my Instagram check-ins, my misguided attempts at sharing cultural appreciation, and have it all translated within seconds. They know about my trip to Udon before I even unpacked my bag. They knew what I thought about the temple because I foolishly posted. What a beautiful experience with a photo. They had analysed the time of my post, the expression on my face in the photo, and deduced whether I genuinely enjoyed myself or was merely putting on a show. Besides, a simple noise complaint. Oh, that is not just one-off report. That becomes a permanent digital file shared among local authorities. The Phuyai Ban has a folder on his phone dedicated solely to the foreigner's activities. I am not speculating. He showed me once, quite proudly, as if he were presenting me with a scrapbook of our friendship. Now, here is where I need to burst a rather painful bubble for those of you who think speaking Thai fluently is your ticket to acceptance. The well-integrated expat is a myth. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but it is true. You see, when you speak the language well, you are not building trust. You are providing your neighbours with more tools to evaluate your inevitable failures. You have raised the bar, old chap, and now every mistake you make is amplified. I have watched it happen to a friend of mine, American fellow, very earnest, studied Thai for years before moving here. He speaks beautifully, participates in all the local ceremonies, volunteers at the temple, gives generously to every collection plate that comes his way. He is practically a model citizen. Besides, you know what they call him? The Farang who tries too hard. His efforts have made him a permanent resident of the "when he messes up, we will be ready" list. Because everyone knows he will mess up eventually. It is inevitable. He cannot possibly maintain such a perfect facade forever, and the entire village is just waiting for the cracks to show. That is the golden child trap. Every good deed earns you goodwill, yes, but it also increases the stakes. One mistake, one raised voice, one late payment, one improperly wrapped banana leaf, and years of community service evaporate like rain on hot concrete. The more you blend in, the more you are expected to stay blended. Besides, when you inevitably slip, the scrutiny is 10 times worse than if you had just been your grumpy foreigner self from the beginning. So, what is a fellow to do? How does one survive this soup of suspicion and surveillance? Well, after a decade of being watched, I have developed some strategies. Call it the art of strategic transparency. First, you must understand that being watched is the price of a residency. Accept it, embrace it. However, do not fight it. That way lies madness. The trick is to give the gossip mill something to chew on. Provide them with harmless information that satisfies their curiosity without revealing anything truly private. Let them know you are going to the market, but do not mention your bank balance. Tell them you are visiting friends, but keep the details vague. I've become a master of this, of the I am going to do a thing announcement. Swaddy crap, auntie, I'm off to town today. Just some errands, very boring. Do not even ask. This gives her something to report. Farang going to town, said it was boring, probably lies. We shall investigate further. However, she is satisfied that she has something to share. Besides, here is a brilliant bit. You can use the surveillance to your advantage. Once you understand how the system works, you can leverage. Never need everyone to know you are not involved in the mysterious incident at the corner shop. Make sure you are seen buying milk at exactly the right time. The network will do the rest. I have learned to treat the village gossip as background noise, like the cicadas in the mango tree, persistent, occasionally annoying, but ultimately just part of the landscape. They are going to watch, they are going to talk, and I will continue to live my life secure in the knowledge that whatever I do, it will be tea time conversation somewhere. So here we are, 12 years in, and I have come to an interesting conclusion. I quite like being watched. Yes, you heard me correctly. When that stubborn motorbike will not start at 6 a.m., someone is already knocking with a jumper cable before I have even finished swearing. When I was foolish enough to contact dengue fever, I had more soup deliveries than I could possibly eat. When my water pump found 3 different neighbours offered assistance before I had even finished my morning coffee. The surveillance network that drives me mad is also my safety net. The aunties who document my every move will also notice if I do not emerge from my morning stretch. The Phuyai Ban who maintains my digital dossier will also be the first to visit if I seem unwell. In the West, we value our isolation and our privacy. We have built beautiful fences and systems to keep people out. Then we wonder why we are so lonely. Here in Isaan, I cannot take a leak without someone wondering if I am dehydrated, but I am never ever alone. Besides, you know what? In this heat, with these mosquitoes, this utterly ridiculous life I have chosen, I would not have it any other way. Now, if you will excuse me, I believe the woman across the street is about to report that I have been typing too long. My fingers appear to be moving suspiciously. I had better wave at her so she knows it is just this ridiculous video script. Thanks for watching and listening, you nosy lot. So do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, because I have learned someone is always watching, even online. What about you? Have you noticed the village surveillance in your area? Share your funniest, best watched story in the comments below. I promise the aunties are already translating them. Take care. Bye bye.